right, so it's morning here in Plains. It's about 7:30, and I'm at the Plains Historic Inn. Sorry, I haven't had my coffee yet, and I love the balcony here. It's so pretty. So the Plains Historic Inn is on the second floor of of one of the antique stores here. So good morning. Thanks for joining us. And I'm just going to pan around so you can see what it's like to stay here. The balcony is so nice. And across the street there, where you see that Phillips 66 sign, that is Billy Carter's old gas station. I don't know if you remember Billy Carter, but he was his brother, Jimmy Carter's brother. He was kind of a bit rougher than Jimmy was, but he got very famous. I think I remember there was Billy Beer, and he was always in the news, really kind of making money off of his brother is what he was doing. But he was quite famous, and that was his gas station. I love the old Phillips 66 sign. And I'm just going to walk right over here, and you can see from the second floor here, you can see Jimmy Carter's old campaign headquarters. It was right there. It was the old train station. And I think trains still come through here. I believe they do. So that's the Plains, Georgia train station. So nice. It's a cold January morning here. They have a Dollar General right there. A nice looking Dollar General. It blends into the town. And Jimmy Carter's house, where he is right now, is only about half a mile just in that direction. So peaceful here. And I love it. When you stay here, you can just kind of sit here and have your coffee. Enjoy the morning. Such a pretty place to stay. And it's not expensive either. It's only $120 a night. It might be a little more on the weekends, I don't know. And the rooms are so nice. I'll show them in a bit. So this is Plains, Georgia in the morning, a sleepy town. And we were here a year ago, and that was right when Jimmy Carter went into hospice, and the news media was just all over the place. I think everyone thought he was going to pass away any day, but they're not here anymore. But if I find a picture, I'll show a picture that I took. I didn't film then. I'll show a picture that I took of the news media, and they were all over there where that White House is, and they were all along here. I mean, it was just kind of chaotic. They were here. A lot of them were staying in the Plains Historic Inn. But it's a farming town. They still grow a lot of peanuts. And over here you can see that's a granary there. Well, I don't know if you call it a granary, but that's where they store peanuts in those big silos there. It's still very much a town that revolves around peanuts. When we were here before, there was all kinds of peanuts in the road. I don't see them in the road now, and you see that red storage container there. That's what they store the peanuts in, or that's where they transport it in. And if I wait here long enough, I'll see someone come along with a supply of peanuts, I'm sure. Someone's coming in now, but that's a garbage truck. Isn't this a pretty place? I love staying here. Even if it had nothing to do with Jimmy Carter, I think I would still love it. Such a peaceful town. And this inn really makes it worth it. And now I'm inside the inn. I just want to be quiet because I think a lot of the guests are still sleeping. There's only about, I think, 6 or 7 rooms here. But this is the common area. Isn't it nice? And then they have a place where you can eat here if you want. Nice kitchen. I love this old fridge. Isn't that nice? I guess I could turn on the light. Oh, no, the light is on. And I read somewhere that Jimmy Carter and Rosalynn, they were one of the main people that supplied the funds or helped raise the funds to restore this place and furnish it. But so this is the common area. I'll just walk over here. Love the old floors, the creaking old floors. And there's the rooms over there. And this is an old elevator. Oh yeah, it used to be a funeral home. Wow. This used to be used for caskets. All right, another look at the historic Plains Inn. This is the 1970s room. And it's, someone just checked out. But every room is very big. Just love that. The old brick walls. So this is the 1970s room. And then I'll just look at the 1950s room. Well, that's the 1920s room. Oh, sorry.
No problem.
I'm just filming the rooms. They're so pretty.
I just want to make sure I didn't do anything. That's my charger.
And then this is the 1950s room that we're going to be in. Oh, it's a little bit dark. Love the furnishings here. And then this is so nice. So each room is kind of like a suite. They're all big. So this place used to be a funeral home, which is interesting. Love this couch.
Want me to leave them down there then? Thank you.
All right, there's that elevator. I think I showed this before. If not, this is an elevator that was used to carry caskets up and down. So I'm guessing the funeral home, it was a hand-operated elevator. Wow. And it was used to move a large stock of caskets and to bring cadavers upstairs to be embalmed. So where the rooms are is where they did the embalming. So this is the 1960s room. This is so pretty in here too. Love that lamp. That's a nice lamp. And that's a really nice piece there. Love that bookshelf. entertainment center. And there's the bed. So yeah, as I said, every room here has a separate sitting area. So they're big rooms. And we'll check out the bathroom, the 1960s bathroom. Oh, nice. That's a nice sink. Love the wallpaper. Yeah, it's a standard tub. Wow, so I didn't realize these are the rooms they did the embalming in. So interesting. All right, just walking out of the 1930s room. Get the light there. That's so pretty. That's a beautiful piece too. And there's the hallway. All right, this is the 1980s room in the Plains Inn. I love how it used to be an old funeral home. The walls are so beautiful here. I love these old brick walls. And I guess it looks kind of 80s because you've got peach-colored walls. That's kind of 80s. Really, every room here is so nicely furnished. Love it. They all have their own sitting areas, which I think is just great. This room looks like it has a nice view. So this is the 1980s room at the Plains Historic Inn. All right, we're looking at some stores here in Plains. There's a few stores, about 4 or 5. And this one, I love that. It has the old Carter's Warehouse sign up there. And I love that picture of him there with the peanuts. And this is really interesting. So it's the old Carter Peanut Warehouse. In 1903, intended as a hotel, the building housed retail services on the ground floor. The Wise brothers used this location until the 1920s. Okay, so this is the important stuff. In 1934, Earl Carter owned and operated a peanut business, and the Earl Carter Insurance Company, insurance agency from this location. Earl Carter ran this business until his death in 1953. Jimmy Carter returned home from the Navy to run the peanut warehouse at this location until 1961. And from this building, Jimmy Carter launched his senatorial and gubernatorial campaigns. Wow. And there's an old picture there. So from this building, it's a cute store. They sell everything peanuts in there. So from this building is where Jimmy Carter's father ran the peanut wholesale business, warehouse business, and this is where Jimmy Carter started his political career, right here. He used it as a campaign office. And now it's Bobby Salter's Plain Peanuts and General Store. Love it. And that's a nice picture there. Jimmy Carter with the peanuts. Love it. Plains peanuts and a president. Okay, we're on Rosalynn Carter Trail here. It's just, gosh, not far from the town at all. Short little 2-minute walk. And this is the town where she grew up. Right there. Really cute house. We'll go over there and read the plaque in a minute. So she knew Jimmy Carter, I think, when she was a teenager. So they've known They knew each other their whole lives. So nice. And so that's the butterfly garden there. And then there's a sculpture there of butterflies that someone did. And I'll just read this little plaque here. It's another, you see these all around the town, the Rosalynn-Carter Butterfly Trail. And it says the mission of the trail is to promote the full life cycle of butterflies common in this area with a special emphasis on the monarch. That's nice. So I guess they plant flowers and things that will attract the butterfly. So that's her house, and we'll go take a closer look. All right, another look at the Rosalynn-Carter childhood home. Very pretty old bungalow, and there's a big plaque here. First Lady of Georgia, 1971 to 75, and First Lady of the U.S., 1977 to 81. So she graduated from Plains High School in 1944, and then she earned a degree from Georgia Southwestern College in 1946. She married Jimmy Carter in 1946, and their children are Jack, Chip, Jeff, and Amy. Yeah, Amy came later. I think Amy was a lot younger than the three boys, because when Jimmy Carter was in the White House, it seemed like you saw Amy, but you didn't see the other three, her three siblings, because they were probably already older and on with their lives and not living at the White House. So it gives a brief history of her role as the wife of the governor, wife of the president. She was actively committed to issues affecting women and children, and her greatest efforts to improving mental health care. I remember that. She was very focused on mental health and mental health services. And I remember that because it's something that people talk about now, but I'm not sure they talked about it a lot back then. And she, let's see, after the Carter presidency, the Carters returned to Plains, founded the Carter Center in Atlanta. The Rosalynn-Carter Institute for Caregiving was established in 1987 in her honor at her alma mater in Americus. Oh, so the Southwestern College is in Americus. That's we've shown that in the video, or this video or another video. Americus is only 10 miles away. That's the place you go if you need to go to the supermarket or go out to eat. Yeah, widely esteemed for her work to help all those in need, Rosalynn-Carter will be remembered for her compassion and dedication to the well-being of people around the world. That's a nice marker there for Rosalynn Smith Carter. All right, one more look at the beautiful home she grew up in, and then I'll take a look at that sculpture. All right, we're still on the property, and this is the Rosalynn Smith Carter childhood garden. Well, it's winter, so it's a little bleak right now. I'm sure it looks great in the summer. And then this is a butterfly sculpture that someone did in her honor. I'll read the plaque in a minute, but that is just great. It's really nice. You go around the town and there's all different marks for the spots for the butterfly trail where people plant flowers and plants that will attract the butterfly. That's so pretty. So this is the plaque for the dancing, it's called the Dancing Monarchs, the sculpture here by her childhood home. And I'll just read the bottom there. It says the Dancing Monarch sculpture was commissioned by a group of friends of our former First Lady, Rosalynn Smith Carter, to honor her 95th birthday, August 18th, 2022. And they chose the site of the sculpture to be in her childhood gardens next to her home, where she grew up as a child. That's nice, and it's a bit about the artist there, Peter Hazel. who did this beautiful sculpture here to honor Rosalynn Carter and the monarch butterfly. I love that. It's so peaceful here. So peaceful. All right, we're here at the historic Plains Inn on the upstairs balcony where Rosalynn Carter and Jimmy Carter stood waving. They were so good to this town. I know they had a lot to do with making this inn so beautiful. So Joe is with me and he's going to read a poem by Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, there it is.
A poem called Rosalynn.
Rosalynn, a poem by Jimmy Carter. She'd smile and birds would feel that they no longer had to sing. Or it may be I failed to hear their song. Within a crowd, I'd hope her glance might be for me, but knew that she was shy and wished to be alone. I'd pay to sit behind her, blind to what was on the screen, and watch the image flicker upon her hair. I'd pay to sit behind her. I'd glow when her diminished voice would glare. My muddled thoughts like lightning flashing in a gloomy sky, the nothing in my soul. With her aloof was changed to foolish fullness when she came to be with me, with shyness gone and hair caressed. With gray her smile still makes the birds forget to sing, in me to hear their song.
Wow. Is that love? That's love. Jimmy and Rosalynn. That's a beautiful poem. Rosalynn. Thank you, Jen.